Tiny ridges cover every inch of your skin. They look ordinary, almost invisible. But no one on Earth has the exact same pattern. Not your parents, not your children, not even an identical twin. Every fingerprint is unique. That simple fact has fascinated scientists for centuries. It has solved murders, protected secrets, identified ancient victims, and revealed surprising clues about how humans develop before birth. The strange part is this. Your fingerprints were never designed to identify you. That happened by accident. Their original purpose was something far more practical. To understand why they exist, we have to travel back millions of years. Long before cities. Long before language.
The first scientist to truly recognize the importance of fingerprints wasn't trying to catch criminals. He was studying people. In the late 1800s, the English scientist Sir Francis Galton became fascinated by the tiny ridges covering human fingerprints. Galton collected thousands of fingerprint samples. He carefully compared every loop, arch, and whorl. The more he studied them, the stranger the patterns became. No two prints were exactly alike, not even after examining thousands of examples. In 1892, Galton published a landmark book titled Fingerprints. He argued that fingerprints remain remarkably stable throughout a person's lifetime. As your body grows, your fingers become larger, but the pattern itself stretches instead of changing. Cut your skin deeply enough and you may leave a scar. Yet the ridges surrounding that scar stay almost exactly the same. That discovery transformed identification forever.
But fingerprints have another secret. They can reveal more than identity. In some cases, they offer clues about health before symptoms ever appear. Researchers have long studied the connection between fingerprint patterns and certain genetic conditions. Because fingerprints form during the earliest weeks of life, disturbances during fetal development can sometimes leave subtle marks in the ridges. Scientists call this field dermatoglyphics. The word sounds complicated. The idea is surprisingly simple. Your skin remembers part of your earliest development. Researchers have found statistical associations between unusual fingerprint patterns and conditions such as Down syndrome or characteristic ridge features.
The story doesn't end with fingerprints. It ends with you. Right now, your fingertips are touching something. A phone, a keyboard, a coffee cup, a door handle. You barely notice the contact, but your brain processes thousands of tiny signals every second. Pressure, temperature, texture, movement. Without those signals, even simple tasks would become difficult. Try picking up a coin while wearing thick gloves. Suddenly the world feels different. That is the quiet power of your fingertips. For most of history, people never thought about these tiny ridges. They were simply there, invisible in everyday life. Only when science looked closer did their hidden complexity emerge. That pattern appears everywhere in nature. The closer we look, the more ordinary things become extraordinary. A grain of sand contains the history of mountains. A drop of water reflects the physics of a universe. A fingerprint records millions of years of evolution and a few months of fetal development at the same time. That combination is almost impossible to comprehend. Ancient survival, modern technology, random chance, biology, mathematics, all meeting in a space smaller than a postage stamp. Scientists still don't have every answer.
Those tiny ridges have followed you through every moment of your life. They were there when you held a pencil for the first time, when you learned to tie your shoes, when you shook someone's hand, when you turned the pages of your favorite book. You never had to think about them. They simply worked. Silently. Perfectly. Every single day.
Scientists estimate that a single fingertip contains hundreds of touch receptors working together almost instantly. Each time you press against a surface, tiny vibrations travel through your skin and into your nervous system. Your brain reconstructs the shape, texture, and movement of the object in a fraction of a second. It feels effortless, but behind every touch is millions of years of evolution.